Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be doing the Draw My Life tag. I was born on an April day, Easter to be exact. To my two wonderful, loving parents. My dad was going through a Harry Potter phase back then, so he looked a lot like Harry Potter. They were watching a scary movie one night and the girl's name was Emily, and so they named me Emily Grace. I was born with some holes in my heart, so they thought I was going to need open heart surgery. But I didn't, and I got to go home as a happy and healthy baby. We lived in a nice little house and an awesome subdivision. It was there that I met two of my best friends, Mary and Sarah. But in second grade, we moved to a new street. Our new house was giant compared to our tiny old house. And our two little dogs loved the yard. I had a relatively happy childhood. I grew up with lots of friends both on the street and at school. It was around that time that I saw my first musical theater show. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I knew that that was what I wanted to do with my life. I sang and made up plays constantly around the house. When I was around 11 years old, my mom enrolled me in singing lessons, and it was the best decision that she's ever made for me. Me and one of my new best friends, Elizabeth, were always known for singing up and down the sidewalk on our street. And soon enough, I was no longer the one watching the shows, but the one in the shows, doing competitions and musicals. I was taking singing, dancing, and acting classes longer than I went to school, and I was never happier. But then when I was around 13, I got sick. We knew that it was serious and different than a regular cold. My case always confused doctors, so half of them thought that I was making it up, and the other half told me that it was very, very serious. I was sent to a specialist that thought that I may have a terminal disease. It was a scary time in my life, and my parents made the decision that we needed to fly out to Boston to get more testing. I stopped being able to dance, and I could do musical theater less and less. It was around that time that I decided to start teaching myself the guitar. I was going through a series of tests, many of them invasive, and I struggle with coping skills. That was when I started listening to music and playing songs on my guitar. It made a really hard experience a lot more bearable. After months of searching for a diagnosis, I finally had one, and I wasn't dying. Even though I wasn't dying, I realized that many of the people that I've been in touch with probably will. I also felt like everyone deserved a chance at getting better. When I read the statistics and realized that 90% of kids with genetic illness don't have treatment and 30% will die before the age of 5, I knew I had to do something. My website, emilysfight.com, was soon known in more than 65 countries, and I was shocked that people were listening. Soon, I was receiving calls and emails to do everything from speak at events, meet with celebrities, and go to galas. All the while, I was still fighting. Many of my diseases affected other organ systems pretty quickly. In a period of less than 2 years, I had 50 plus needle pokes to the vein, countless scans, and I was treated at 5 hospitals. Through everything, I've realized that I have a really big passion for the arts. Music, activism, photography, and writing soon became some of my favorite things. I'm still working for a career in musical theater, playing guitar, and advocating for children who really need it. And that is the end of my story so far.